lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. DJ Reader, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now back to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, Jones. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Off the bootleg, Jones. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Jones now throwing on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. That catch good for only a couple. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, short throw to Disley. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Touchdown, Chicago! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 153 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, pushing his way through. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, 208 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. He'll buy some time right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw.
That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw.
That's complete to Smith-Marset.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
64 yards rushing for him now, with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to Lacy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Again, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Second and 2. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, Montgomery. And some room to work. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And remember, they're out of timeouts, so he spikes it here to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right. Dashing through the snow. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 77 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Great move. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style. And